Good morning, everyone from SeaWorld Orlando. I am here this morning because SeaWorld invited me out to check out a preview of this year's Howl-O-Scream event. They're celebrating 5 years. It's their first ever anniversary year, and for the first time ever, they're going to be doing a fashion show to kind of show off some of the costumes that we're going to see in the houses, as well as the costumes that we're going to see in the scare zones. I'm sure they're going to have some other things for us to check out as well. So a big thank you to SeaWorld for having me out this morning to preview this entire experience. Let's not waste any more time and head on in. As I'm making my way over to the theater where the little preview's being held, you can see some props are already out for Howl-O-Scream. The event begins next Friday, September 5th. And this event is taking place before SeaWorld opens to the general public today. So it's pretty peaceful. I've never been in SeaWorld this early, ever. And there's like literally nobody here. And what would a fashion show be without a little red carpet action? They have a little step and repeat out here in the front. You can get your photo taken before you head in. Over here they have a little reception in the beginning. They have a couple of items that you can find at the event. Here's the skull and hatchet pretzel. I always love the themed pretzel. These look so cool. So don't mind the glare, but they have a couple of the food options out on display that are going to be at this year's event. The fan favorite walking tacos are going to be here. Looks like there's going to be 3 different options for those. Over at the Unfortunate booth, they're going to have teriyaki chicken, pork egg rolls, and creepy California rolls. So there's a quick little look at what those are going to be. Here's some more food items as well. Mercado de los Muertos. We actually passed that food booth on the way to the theater. Zombie taco, Philly cheesesteak, and a vampire inside out slider. And then lastly over here from Carney Treats, which I believe they had last year as well. There's a Monster Munch mac and cheese, nightmare nachos, creamy, crunchy cheese fries, and crunchy flaming Cheetos corn dog. Also out on display is some of the merch for this year. Now, like I said, it is an anniversary year. I already see a couple of things that have nods to that. Here's going to be the house shirt for this year. Pretty cool. They have the baseball jerseys coming back. Always love the baseball jerseys. I think they're really neat. This hat is pretty awesome too, this Howl-O-Scream hat. And it's kind of hard to see on camera, but I can tell that this is going to glow in the dark once it turns nighttime. Howl-O-Scream blanket. Looks like they have some pins, some tumblers, and some cups as well. And then here's the anniversary shirt, 5 years of fear, with that blood look on it. And I'm not going to touch the shirt, but it is that like realistic type of texture that we've seen like other haunts do on their shirts. And then on the arm over here it says SeaWorld Howl-O-Scream, and there is like a corduroy hat. They have a little shoulder buddy, a couple of spirit jerseys, some more hats, and some like lounge flies. So it looks like this is a exclusive lounge fly to the event, which is pretty cool. And something else that is coming back this year is the Howl-O-Sprint 5K. They originally didn't have this on their like slate of events for their Halloween season, but so many people asked for it, they decided that they were going to bring it back. We didn't do it last year. It did look pretty cool, and that's going to be on Thursday, October 2nd. And I look at this crazy zombie that they have out here too. Oh my gosh. I feel like she's looking right at me. I better go. And like I mentioned, the little fashion show they're doing is taking place inside of the Nautilus Theater. This is the home of Monster Stomp. If you take a look at the stage, they have the props already out and set up for the show. It's going to begin in just a few minutes, so let's see what some of the looks are like for 2025.
Won't that get a rise out of you in the morning? Yeah, yes! I am the Butcher at one of SeaWorld Howl-O-Scream's brand new interactive tavern, Butcher's Block Tavern! Located, shameless plug, located along the waterfront's edge, this bar is nothing but delicious flesh-smelling fun. This year, we're going to be looking for some prospective butchers apprentices to join our ranks. And I already see a lot of potential candidates right out here. So on September 5th, I better see every single one of you. So I have one question for you, and please, don't disappoint me like I disappoint my parents. Are you ready for some Howl-O-Scream? All right, this side of the room, you seem to be getting on program. I appreciate it. This side, I'm sorry, this is Howl-O-Scream, yes? And we are celebrating 5 years of terror, yes? Then why do you sound like you're at Baby Shark Weekend? Are you ready for Howl-O-Scream? Then let the butchery come in! These residents have some rusty weapons to protect their assets, and they do not take kindly to trespassers. You may stumble in, but you definitely won't stumble out. Brand new zone for you this year, Trailer Park Tragedy! Now the Everglades has Skunk Game. Washington State has Bigfoot, but here at Howl-O-Scream, we have something a little bit more menacing. Just like the trailer park residents, this creature does not take too kindly to hikers that wander off the trail. If you do decide to take a hike, make sure you stay on the trail or you will come encounter with one of the most fiercest residents at Howl-O-Scream, that Woodrot Hollow! Ooh. Something fishy is happening at this New England fishing town, and I'm not just talking about sirens. I'm talking about the fact that the fish have all disappeared. And with the fish gone, the fishermen of this town have decided to start feasting amongst the residents and soon each other. Will you be a rare survivor and escape with your life? Or will you just be another well-done meal for our cannibals at Cannibal Harbor? Woo! Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. This is a zone you won't forget, I trust. Among the blackened bones of this forgotten scrapyard, shadows flicker with the whispers of these nightmare citizens who have made their ashes their home. Another brand new zone, Ashes of the Forgotten! Sexy nightclub used to lure people in. Now these poor, pathetic patrons think they're being lured in for a good time, really are being lured in for the end of their time. Crowd returning favorite, Bloodlight District! Oh, come on. This abandoned maze at Howl-O-Scream should have never been built. Neither should the mirrors that were built inside of it. Step into this maze if you dare, but beware. Your reflection may not be the only thing staring back at you. One brand new zone for you, Echoes in the Glass! All right, how about we switch things over to one of our houses, yes? Rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. 3 things you are not going to find at Howl-O-Scream. Water's Edge Wellness Center once promised calm and serenity, but now just stands as a reminder of the past shrouded with mystery. Will you escape, or will you become another trapped, wandering souls, wandering the halls of the returning favorite, Water's Edge Wellness Center? Creepy. What is creepier, though, than an abandoned Victorian-era orphanage? Well, how about the fact that it has been consumed by the madness of the Black Widow? Once a famous seamstress, now turned into a monstrous recluse, where silk, bone, and shadows weave a web filled of terror, fangs, and creepy crawls. Well, you don't have to go to EDC this year because we've created our very own EDC here at Howl-O-Scream. Our electric dead carnival, if you will. When the beat drops, the dead rise to party. Come and party with us, but be careful, because your dance partner may not necessarily be living in the moment. A brand new house for all of you, the Raveyard! Now, some of you on the news have been hearing that there's an object from space heading our direction, and that aliens are supposed to be here come November. Well, you're wrong. The aliens got here last year, and this year they are back, and ready for some more. What can be scarier than an abandoned farmhouse? How about an abandoned farmhouse infested with aliens and our returning favorite, Farm 51? Now you're probably asking yourself what's exciting about this house. You all know, for all our theme park junkies out there, a good attraction ends at a gift shop, but a great attraction ends at a bar, and that's what you'll find at Farm 51. Ooh. You know what I love doing on Saturday after getting a nice prime cut of beef for the market? Estate sale. Well, this estate sale is almost too good to be true. Luring you in with some wonderful deals and treasures. Well, what turns out into a good deal ends up becoming an escape through hidden tunnels, catacombs, and mutant-infested hallways. Brand new house for all of you this year, The Collector's Curse! Well, we have something very cool for you this year. Some of you may know it, some of you may not. Set amongst the misty corners of a Victorian-era London, this show has everything that you've ever wanted. Percussion, rock, sexy dancers, music, great storyline, charisma, air conditioning, because it happens right here in Coincides Anonymous Theater. Did I mention a cast stacked with amazing talent? You guessed it, everybody. Returning this year again for your entertainment, Monster Stuff! New show, a place they don't speak of, where hell didn't stay below and the dead don't rest, where twisted metal drinks dirty water and fire doesn't burn out, it feeds. Here, the riders don't follow roads, oh no, they tear through portals. A brand new, high energy, sexy, amazing show coming for you this year. It's Throttle! Now these riders are led by someone. Does anybody remember who was hanging around last year? There was a group of them. Had some scales on their face. Anyone remember, I think, Sirens? Yeah. Well, we thought the Sirens were just around here terrorizing people, entertaining us, trying to lure them in, but we made a huge mistake. They were secretly guarding something sinister, something crazy, something that was hiding in the shadows all this time, and we just chased them away. Are you ready to meet Howl-O-Scream's icon? Are you ready to see what the Sirens have been keeping in the shadows? Well, this year's icon is a spill of scorched muscle and rage. Half man, half nightmare. His eyes glow violet, flickering with the long-lost soul that once was. In the back, carrying a rusted weapon that is used to carve not only through skull, but flesh and soul. Every inch of him reeks of gasoline as asphalt as he rides around on a hell-born motorcycle that purrs like a demon's heartbeat. He's emerged from the ashes as not only executioner and ringmaster, but he's here to bring Earth's sins into his arena. Please put your hands together for our 2025 icon, Havoc! A seducer, a breaker of souls, worship and force fear into fuel! Give it up for Havoc! Here in the flesh and blood, everything that we have cooked up for you for 2025 Howl-O-Scream, 5 years of fear at SeaWorld Howl-O-Scream. We have your cast of Throttle, Cannibal Harbor, Bloodlight District, Water's Edge Wellness Center, The Graveyard, The Collector's Curse, Trailer Park Tragedy, Woodrock Hollow. Oh yes, The Widow's Nest, Farm 51, Monster Stuff. And And would you like to meet the masterminds behind all of them? Please put your hands together for our Vice President and creator of Howl-O-Scream, the one, the only, Cindy Miller! All this from her.
All right, we are all done with the media event. The fashion show was over. It was pretty cool. And honestly, I had no idea what to expect because they've never done anything like this before. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is the first time they're doing this kind of like fashion show type of setup to show off some of the costumes for the scare actors in the houses and the zones and the shows. And it was really, really neat. We got to see them like up close and personal. We got to see them like in the light, which that's the thing with haunts sometimes, and that's why I always recommend like coming at the start of a haunt event so you can see what the costumes look like in the day and the night. We got to get a first look at their icon Havoc, which is really cool. I got to take a picture with him afterwards. Pretty scary when you're that close to him. He's got those purple eyes, you know, staring holes through you. So I'm excited to see him inside the park and kind of what they do with him for this year's event. I really like that they have new things that are coming as well. This is only the 5th year that Howl-O-Scream is taking place at SeaWorld, so the fact that they continue to add new things, new houses, new like little mini shows. So I'm excited that there's new things coming to SeaWorld for Howl-O-Scream, because when you have a haunt event, especially in the Central Florida area with Halloween Horror Nights right down the street, you need to constantly be doing new things so that people keep coming back, and SeaWorld's done a great job of that so far. So I'm excited to check out this year's event. It starts next Friday on September 5th. So as I'm leaving the park, I'm passing by a couple of the food booths on my way out. Over here is Mercado de los Muertos. This is one of the booths that they had on display for us to preview some of the food offerings. So that's gonna be right here. And then there's Shots of Courage, which is obviously gonna be a bar. You can see SeaWorld is already decorated for fall. They got some leaves and some bunting above the SeaWorld store over here. All right, so that's gonna do it for our trip here to SeaWorld Orlando to preview Howl-O-Scream 2025. I wanna say a big thank you to SeaWorld for inviting me out to cover this event today. I can't wait to be back for the opening of Howl-O-Scream this year, 5th anniversary, and it was really cool to have the opportunity to kind of get a first glimpse at some of the costumes and some of the characters, some of the new offerings that are coming for this year. And I'm not just saying this because they were inviting me out, but I do think Howl-O-Scream is worth your time. If you're here for the haunt season, if you're here doing other haunted things in the Central Florida area, Howl-O-Scream is a really good value. I mean, they always are running promos. You can get tickets for as low as like 40 bucks, 45 bucks a person. If you're a SeaWorld pass holder, it's even cheaper than that. So for like all the entertainment you get, it's well worth the price. And something that's different versus like Halloween Horror Nights is the houses here at SeaWorld, all the characters can talk to you when you're in there. So it's very personal. So if you're into that kind of thing, I highly recommend it. It's an awesome value. Look for deals because they're always running deals on tickets, and I promise you, you'll have a good time. So once again, thanks to SeaWorld for having us out. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below so you don't miss out on all of our future content to come. And with that being said, I'll see you guys real soon.